the best way is to, uh, again, we're going to build trust, right? So this is with our team members, this is with our outsourced help, this is across the board. But having that space to be able to be vulnerable and
Mm,
not just partially vulnerable. If we really want to dive into what are these feelings that we're having over our finances, I cannot be more direct than saying, like, you literally have to unpeel all of the layers to say, this is everything.
mm,
Open up all of those closet doors and let that visibility be seen, or the items be seen, so that we can truly tackle from the core. It's one thing to have a small portion of, this. I'll get kind of specific here, but we have this one credit card that's really, really high in balance, right? We're paying these astronomical interest fees. And that's the one that we focus on. And that's great. We can make a lot of progress on that one. However, what we want to look at is maybe there's actually three credit cards. Okay. And I'm not calling anybody out. So if anybody feels seen right now, it's okay. I promise. But sometimes we'll learn about the one because that's the one that maybe has the biggest balance and the one that carries the most current shame. But
mm,
the reality is, it might not be the one that we tackle first. And the
mm,
reason being is because when we have visibility to everything, you're able to see where can we make the greatest amount of impact, costing the least amount of money, right? And really truly moving things forward in a like progressive manner. So if I'm looking at this credit card that has super high balance, and I've got these two other ones over here that have smaller balances, but yet they might have a higher fee and higher interest fee, or they have different programs, ways of managing the fees and what it's costing to have that there. We want to be able to assess all of it at the same time so that we can truly dive in and figure out, what do these payment plans look like. We want to budget, we want to dive into what makes sense overall to reduce that debt. Maybe it's not debt that is the big elephant in the room, right? But that's, looking at the thing that people come to us the most when they're embarrassed is truly that I'm just going to share this one little piece. And then as we get going, we find more and more and more. And if we could just start with the whole gate open, we could really streamline getting from this embarrassed, I don't want to share with anybody, I have all this shame around my business or my choices or my financial situation. And we just need to manage and deal with it as an everyday task. It just becomes a thing versus this emotional connection. So as we're
mm,
pushing through all of that, when we can tackle it all at the same time, one, we don't have to have the conversation more than once as far as identifying, right? We can shed all of that right away and then move on. Start building the plan and not have to rewrite the plan multiple times because of new things coming up.